3,000 hits, the 41-year-old Ichiro.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the game started. At least in my view, I was surprised, A, that he came to a National League club, and that club was Miami. And that's no put down to the Marlins. Just the fact that it was not Seattle and New York. He came south, and it'll be interesting to see how Mike Redmond's able to find at bats for him. No DH.
Ichiro lines it to center. Young started back, now in, and it lands in front of him. And Ichiro's got himself a single. Good heads-up job by Kelly Johnson to back up Eric Young, who was fooled on that swing off the bat from Ichiro.
Yeah, he broke back on it and then couldn't make up the ground. Full swing, but is a little bit off the end of the bat. And after a drop step, that cost Eric trying to make that play. Here you see him going back on his first move.
Donovan Solano now with Ichiro, the runner at first. Solano getting the start at short. He's a guy that's battling for a bench spot, along with Reed Johnson. Fastball up. Well, you talked about getting Ichiro to come south. To get Ichiro to come south, the Marlins front office had to go east. Well, sort of east.
Yeah.
West to go east. The Marlins sent 6 members of their front office, high-ranking officials, to Japan to convince Ichiro that Miami was the place. And Ichiro was very touched by that, very impressed by that, and signed the contract and decided to come. And he has had not only a productive spring, but a fun and energized spring.
What'd you say about the young outfielders that kind of made him feel young now?
Ichiro said being around Stanton at 25, Ozuna at 24, Yelich at 23 has made him feel like he's in his mid-20s again. And with his workout reps,
I think he's a little more solid than that.
I saw 2 different weights on 2 different websites, 160 and 205. Diving stop. Johnson on his feet, and a terrific play. Ichiro is safe. And that's what I mean by a 41-year-old feeling like he's in his mid-20s again.
Yeah, going first to third on a ground ball, that's good heads-up play. Realized that was a long throw this way, and it's going to be a long throw back. And Freddie Freeman's got an excellent arm. Close play. And when a 41-year-old guy can make an impression like that on some of the younger guys, that's a big deal, big play. Anyway, Banuelos, 2
asphalt. You know, when I'm out of the strike zone and swinging, sliders and balls in the dirt. That's when I struggle. So if I can shorten my swing up, allow myself to have a little bit more time at the plate to recognize, I think that's going to help me a lot. So those are the mechanical things that we're working on right now.
Hey, mechanically, what do you think of Ichiro's swing? I mean, for you, I know you've been a National League guy most of the time, but a chance to watch Ichiro this year. What do you think?
I haven't seen him a whole bunch, being in the National League. And I was talking to their base coach today. It seems like first of all, I think it looks like he's 2 steps towards first base before he swings.
Absolutely.
And then his strike zone awareness, where he can spit on pitches so early from the release point of the pitcher is pretty impressive to me.
He's up there with 2 outs against the lefty, and Outman gets a strike. And it's 2-1. Chris Johnson with us. Nearly won a batting title in 2013 at 321. Now, native of Naples, I know there's always been a question. Born in Naples, raised in Naples. Where was high school for you?
I was born in Naples, and then
Fort Myers High School.
I went to Bishop Verot High School in Fort Myers.
I got you. Because I've heard Fort Myers people claim you. I've heard Naples people claim you, and of course the Stetson Hatters are proud to have you.
And I claim his dad. His dad and I played together in Kansas City. He was my personal catcher when I pitched in 2 games.
That's probably why his knees are so bad.
Could have been punishment from me.
Outman with a 2-2 pitch coming. Ichiro flicks it down the line and foul. Are you ready yet for opening day? There are some players that always at this point say, I hope this camp ends soon.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are probably at that point right now. For me, I don't think we need, this many games, a whole month of games. Seems a little much, but if you ask me, I would say, yeah, let's get it going. Let's go to Miami.
2-2 pitch. All right. Well, I would agree. I think spring is too long, and I think we don't want to keep you anymore. There's a cold shower waiting for you, and a nice clubhouse spread. So get yourself a shower, get yourself something to eat, and thank you for spending some time with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Chris.
Chris Johnson. Good stuff. The mechanics and the approach. Ichiro rips one left center field, and that one's in the gap. And it's extra bases. Don Kelly will score. And Ichiro continues a nice spring. He's got 2 hits in the ball game. And an opposite field double to drive in a run. It's 4-2 now.
Here's one of the defensive problems that he presents. He just kind of slapped at one foul. He just kind of stuck his bat out there. So the tendency is for the left fielder to take that away from him. Play shallow, play near the line, and then he drives one in the gap.